Good morning, thank you for coming. Today we are going to concentrate on orders and on commands and on instructions, how we can give instructions as well, or how to give directions, or how to ask politely something. Before we go on with the listening exercise, I prepared for you some cards, so I want you to match the pictures to some sentences, and then we will see if you have done them right later or not. So I encourage you to come here and take some of those cards and some expressions as well. So I want you to match them, all right? So you can come here and take some. So there are about 16 cards, so I want you to, each group, I want you to take 5 of them. Pretty much. Yes, one group can take 6 as well. Raise your hand. Maybe they have taken something? No. Yes, right. Raise your hand. No. Give the sentence, raise your hand, please. We have 5, that's it. Okay. So, how did you match? No one? So what is the first picture?
Sit down, please.
Okay. How did you match the second one? Okay. What about the next one?
Close your book.
Okay. You close your book.
Pay attention.
Pay attention.
And this is working pairs.
Okay. Working pairs. What about the other group? So what did you find?
Please in the door.
Please.
Write your name. Close the door, please.
Answer the question.
What about this one?
We have stand up.
Read the page 32.
Okay.
Open your book on page 33.
Right.
Study the lesson.
Okay.
Take out your book. Lesson. And could you please stop talking?
Could you please stop talking? Okay, so usually where do you hear all those expressions? In the class. So what are these?
Some orders.
Some orders, so given by
The
the
teacher.
teachers.
And some instructions.
Okay, good. Okay, so classroom instructions. Okay, so we will check if you have checked, if you have matched right or not. Okay, so I've prepared for you a document. So, okay, here you are. So you can check if you have matched right or not. So clean the board. Who had clean the board? Okay. Yes. What about the second one? Close the door.
I have it. Close
Okay.
the door. It's okay.
Okay. Listen. So who has
Yes, I have
listened?
it. Listen.
Okay. Did you match it right?
Yes.
Good job. Okay. What about the next one?
Stand up.
Stand
even
up.
Again.
So you did match it right. So no mistakes. Okay, good. So what about the other one? Stop talking. Okay, did you have mentioned it right? Read. What about the oops?
Start the lesson.
Okay. You took that picture, this
But
card,
we
okay?
didn't match it correctly, unfortunately, because we thought
Does
it
it-
was studying a lesson.
Okay.
Yeah, does anyone else have read?
So who has read?
Here, read the- No,
read.
only read.
No read? Okay. You have it. Okay, all right. Then, okay, you have matched it wrongly. Doesn't matter, okay. Raise your hand who has that instruction.
Didn't match it correctly.
You didn't match it?
Because we couldn't find the...
You couldn't find? Okay. But yes, it is raise your hand. Okay, good. What about the next? So sit down.
We have matched it right.
You have matched it right. So this card or this picture is about sit down. Good. Okay. What about the next one? Yes?
Open your book.
Open your book. So you have done it right. The next one?
Close your book. We have matched it right.
Yes, so you have understood what is the picture about.
Yes.
So the instruction tells you to close the book. Okay, what about the next one? You have that. Yes, so if the teacher tells you to write your name or to write something. Okay, to write down.
Working pairs.
Work in pairs. So did you get that right? Okay, good. So why did you do that? So
Because
can you explain?
is the girl and the boy, and they are learn and they are studying together, working in pairs.
So you have guessed that it is about working groups or working pairs. Good. What about the next one?
I have the next picture and it says study the lesson. And it's correct.
It's right. What about the next picture? Who has that? Yes, Sarah?
It's a correct action before you answer the question.
Correct. What about the next one?
I have to pay attention. I matched it correctly because I see the teacher like talking to a pupil, saying that he should pay attention to the lesson because he's not focused.
Okay, maybe he's distracted. Okay, by something. Right. What about the last picture?
The last picture, I have got it and I have matched it correctly because it's obvious that it's take out your book because it's a bag and the hand that is taking out the book.
Okay, good. Okay, you tell me some examples there, so I will write down. So, okay, who can tell me some examples? I want you to look here. So,
Open your book.
open your book.
Stand up.
Yes,
Stand up.
yes, stand up.
Stop talking.
Sorry, pardon?
Stop talking.
Stop talking. Okay.
Sit down.
Teacher, you can clean the
Close the
blackboard.
door, please. Clean the board, yes. Okay, etc. So, as I told you, we will focus on some orders, some commands, some classroom instructions as well, right? Okay, so, what does it spot to your eyes? Is it missing something on those sentences?
Yes, the subject.
So the subject. So what is the subject?
Open your book. You open your book.
Okay, good. So the subject, it is missing. So the teacher, when I say to you, or a teacher says to one student, open your book. So who is she addressing to? To the pupil. So
Obvious.
this is obvious. Good. It is what? What is the word? It is directly. So directly. So the student, does the student know that the teacher is talking to him or to her? Okay. So what can you tell me about the subject here? You, the subject is, we call it implied. So implied, it is it is not said, it is not mentioned, it is obvious. So everyone knows that you are talking to this person. For example, in this card, what do you have? So, sit down, please. Yes, so you have sit down, please. So, he knows that the teacher, this boy knows that the teacher is talking to him. Who can tell me another instruction in class, apart from those that you have there? Do you see that you have one?
Stand up.
Stand up. Okay, good. Stand
Write it
up.
down.
Write it down. Be quiet.
Take notes.
Close the window. Okay, so we call this form imperative mood. So, imperative mood, it is very easy. It is very easy to be formed. So, we form it by, what is that?
Bare infinitive.
Is a verb, right? Good. So, it is a verb in the,
Bare
what is bare infinitive?
infinitive.
What is another word for bare infinitive? What have we said? It is a good base form of the verb. Good. So we call it infinitive without to. That's correct. So what else? Base form of the verb. Good. Base form of the verb and what else? That's all. Infinitive without to and base form of the verb. That's correct. So can we conjugate? No. Can we conjugate? Can someone? Why? Because we have.
There's no subject with conjugate and it's directly.
Is directly addressing to one person. So is you. So is you. So open the book. So I'm addressing a command or an order to you. Okay, that's good. Yes, so we said about orders, we use the imperative. About orders, can you all see there?
Yes.
Okay, order or commands, right? Such as, stop talking, follow me, be quiet. Okay, open. So, okay, these are, what did we say, are classroom instructions. So, we call it, we use them for instructions as well. Instructions as well. Such as, open your book. What else? For example, if you go to the doctor, what does the doctor tell you?
Take it before the meal.
Good.
The
What's
medicine.
take
Or
the
after the meal.
good, very good. So the tablet, right? The pill. So take it before
Even
meal.
when we buy a gadget or an electronical stuff, there is an instruction that tells us how to use it.
How to use it. Very good. Yes.
Or if we are new in a city and we ask somebody to show us where the cinema is, for example, he says turn left, turn right.
So what is that? These are not
Direction.
instructions. These are how to give. Very good. Yes. How to give directions. Okay. So how can you give direction? Stand up, please. So what is that? It is a order or a command. Okay. Stand up. Okay. I didn't tell you to sit down. So stand up. Okay. Can you go straight? Go straight. Go straight there. Go straight. Okay. And then turn left.
Turn left like this.
Turn left. Go straight again. Turn right.
Like this.
Okay, like this. So what are these? So supposedly there we have the cinema there, right? So you have reached your destination. Okay, you can sit down. So sit down, please. Okay. So what are those sentences that I said to? Okay, some sentences about giving directions. Okay. We have said instructions as well in classroom. We use instructions in classroom, such as open your books. What else?
Open your books on page 50.
On page 50. What else?
Study the lesson.
Study the lesson. This is a command. Okay. Take notes. Okay. Take notes. Don't cheat. Okay. In the before Exams, good. Okay,
Twice
but
before you choose the correct answer.
tell me.
Think twice before you choose the correct answer.
Okay, what is that? This is not an instruction. It is an
Advice.
advice. Good, very good. There you go. So we have another use of imperative form. So to give advice. Where else can we use this imperative for advices?
Generally, in our daily life, we have advices from all kinds. For example, parents talking to their children not talk to the strangers, or teacher telling us you focus more in this lesson, or be careful.
When we are sick and someone else asks some advice.
For
to get
example,
better.
can you think of some ideas?
When we have headache, for example, sleep well, or
Okay, very
don't
good.
stress yourself.
Good.
Don't
Take
work very hard.
Very good. Take pills.
Or get some rest.
Get some rest.
Advertisements, sometimes they give advice. For example, those insurance companies, they
Okay.
say, come with us, we will help you. And if you want to have a better life, then we advise you to work with us.
So work with us. This is an advice. Work with us. Yes.
You know, when somebody is down emotionally, we give him advice how to cheer up.
Yes. For example, very good
For
point.
example, talk to your friend.
Uh-huh.
Do not forget her. She's your best friend. And
Okay.
stuff like that.
Okay. Very good.
Or when we go to the dentist, brush your teeth regularly.
Very good. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Now I want you to listen to someone. So we listen to a little recording, and then I will give you some handouts as well. But before you do that, I will give you, because someone is talking about soccer. So do you all love soccer, especially boys? Are you fond of soccer?
Yes, because I think that soccer is the best sport, and I'm very attracted to it, and I love watching football matches.
Okay, on television. What about you, Andy? Yes?
Yeah, I think soccer is the most beautiful game, and I enjoy watching it with my friends also.
Okay.
And I'm a fan of Inter. It's an
Of
Italian
Inter,
team.
so Italian team. Okay, that's good. Right, so I want you to, okay, can you clean those plates, please? So, thank you. Okay, that's good, thanks. Okay, thank you. So, I want you to have a look before, so we have some vocabulary here about soccer. Okay. So do you know all those expressions and words there? No? Okay, so what is a strike or strikers? What are strikers? So it is a forward of soccer. So lead. So have you heard the word lead before?
Yes, in the movie.
In the movies, okay, you do
In
watch
the movie, they
movies.
say, an old man says to the younger, let my young lad.
Okay, good.
Or even to friends.
Even
To
to
each
friends.
other.
So it is a younger person, a young man. Okay. What is a bar? So apart from going to a bar and drink something. Okay. So drink a coffee or drink a tea or to have something to drink. So another meaning of bar, it is what?
Horizontal bar.
Horizontal bar.
Between two upright bars.
Yes, so what is that? When you score, you have bars, horizontal bars. So when you hit the bar, it is you hit the horizontal between two upright bars. Okay. When you hit the post, it is your target. So what? What is a target? The ball. So you score, right? So have you heard of this expression before you hit the post? No. Okay, so it is on target. Yes. Okay, when you are hammering somebody, what you are doing? Defeating soundly. Quite bad. So run off the ball. What is to run off the ball? So you okay, attempt to advance. You hit the woodwork. What is that? You hit the frame, but not score. Okay. So B1 kneel down. So B2 kneel down. B3 kneel down. What is that? It is the so it is the result, right? So at the end of the match, we have the result. So 1 kneel down or 2 kneel down. It is 1, 0, 2 zeros. Okay. In the box, what is a box? It is a zone. It is an area of 16 meters there. So when the players play in a certain area, but it is what? A 16 meters area. Okay, good. What is a header? What is a head?
The upper part of the body, and the header is a football player that hits the ball with his head.
Good, very good. So have you heard of this
Yes.
word before? Okay, of headers. So do you prefer headers, for example, boys? So
Yes,
a goal made by a header?
Yeah, that's an awesome goal.
Okay, that's an awesome goal. Okay, that's good. So what is some tackles for tackles as a noun? So it is what?
Stop. Act of stopping somebody.
What do you have there? So act of stopping an opposing player. Okay, carrying the ball. Okay. Breakaway, what is that? It is a phrasal verb. So what did you say about phrasal verbs? What is phrasal verbs? Yes.
A phrasal verb is a verb followed by a particle, and this particle might be a preposition or an adverb. And this gives the verb another meaning.
Okay, we have studied phrasal verbs before. Can you mention some phrasal verbs? Can you think of some
Hang
phrasal?
out.
Hang out. What is
To
Break
spend
down.
time with your friends.
very good?
Put away to put it in the right place.
Good.
Put off.
Put off.
Postpone.
Postpone. Very good.
Break down.
Break down.
Stop working.
Stop from breaking. So stop working. So you have a phrasal verb there, which is break away, to discontinue a practice, to stop. Okay, to cheer off the pitch. So what is off the pitch? It is an idiom. So it is off the field. So outside the field. What is the field? It is the area where
The players play.
good where football play. Football players play. Okay, and cheer. So when do you cheer? When you are very happy. Good. You are with full of enthusiasm. But what is that when you are having a toast, for example, is cheers. Okay. Also cheers is used by Australian is by cheers. Okay, by as well. Okay, now I will give you the text, and then while you read, while you listen to it, you will read as well. Okay. And then you tell me of another word you will remind me from today. Okay? Listen carefully, and then you tell me what did you understand? What is the text about? And you've got another one. Take it. Okay, do you need another one? Okay. I need to detach the first page, please. Okay, because this was my copy. Good, have a look before until I play this. You can talk? Okay. So have you read something? So what will... What? Okay.
I'm sitting at my desk in my office. In front of me is a piece of paper, waiting for me to arrive at the table. what's in them. They look confused and haven't managed a single shot on goal. Superb, lads, superb. You've hammered them. Those first time passes, the running off the ball, the crosses into the box. Great. But it's still 0-0. Why? You've been unlucky. We've hit the woodwork, we've had shots blocked and saved, and we should have had a penalty. But also we're rushing those shots. We look nervous in front of goal. We look surprised that we've had so many chances. Just relax. We're the better team and we're going to win. Keep playing the same and we'll score soon. Don't panic there. Don't go on defence. Go for another goal and then another. We're going to win 3-0. Oh no, he's given a penalty. I can't believe it. That wasn't a foul. Stan got the ball, not the man. This is so unfair. He scored. We're 1-0 down and yet we've been well on top. We should be winning 4-0. Hey ref, are you blind? We won the ball, the player dived. He wasn't even in the box. You've cost us the game. You've robbed us of the points. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. Maybe it was a penalty. Maybe he was right. I better apologise after the game. Come on lads, we can win this. Let's go. Jamie, I'm putting you on. I want you to protect the defence. I want you to sit in front of the centre halves, watch for United breaking away. When you get the ball, give it short to Pierre, or try to put Robbie in on goal. Samson, I'm putting you on too. I'm going with 3 strikers. I want you right up front on the centre halves. Use your height, use your strength. Tell Robbie and Ricky to play just behind you. Ricky to the left and Robbie to the right. Tell Mark and Davey to play crosses to you in the box. Get in there and head them. Yes, I'm delighted. We won and we deserve to win. It wasn't just the substitutions. Everybody played their part. But you're right, Samson was superb. 2 great headers. But don't forget Robbie's great running off the ball and the crosses by Mark. And especially those tackles by Jamie when United broke away. Let's go and celebrate with the lads. Glad you had a good day, dear. I'd like to see that film myself sometime. My day was okay too. We beat United. And the fans cheered me off the pitch. It's match day. And I'm sitting at my desk in my office.
Okay, that's enough. So just once we have to listen. Okay, so what did you understand? So who is speaking? Who is speaking?
The one who is speaking is the coach, I think.
The coach or the manager. Good. So what is the manager's job? The manager's job to
He gives instruction to his players and give them also the spirit, the game spirit to let them
team spirit.
The team spirit. So they will win the game.
Okay. Who is the boss? Who is the boss? The manager. So the manager.
Something gives orders too, not only instructions.
Not only instructions, he gives orders. Good too. That's good. So what happens at the end of the text? So if things go well,
They win the game.
they win the game, and the manager is
Delighted.
delighted. Good. He's happy. That's good. If things go wrong,
They must be depressed.
if they lose the game, the match, he is depressed, kind of depressed. He's sad, very sad. That's good. Okay, so how are the orders or the instructions that he gives? Did you underline some sentences there? Okay, can you tell me?
Don't read it long and don't
So can
try
you tell me
anything
some
clever.
affirmative first? Okay, tell me. Don't
Heat it long. Don't try anything clever.
don't heat it
Long.
long.
Keep playing.
Long like that. Okay.
Keep playing.
Don't. Excuse me.
Don't try anything clever.
Okay, good. Don't try anything clever. That's good.
Keep playing the same.
Keep playing. Keep playing good. Okay, that's good. So, keep playing the same. So what did we say? So the subject, it is implied. It is implied. Why? Why? Because it is obvious. Good. Why? Because the players.
He's speaking directly.
No, the players. Do the players know that the manager is talking to them? Yes. So it is obvious. Okay. So you is implied. So what is? Who comes in the beginning of the sentence? What verb? What comes? Sorry, it's the verb. The verb we said it is in the bare infinitive or base form. That's good. Relax is again the same. Go on defense. Let's go as well. What about these three sentences here? So what do spot to your eye? So what comes? Where is the verb first?
So before the base form of the
Where is the verb? Hit. Okay, so what's wrong? Is it something wrong? Did I write down or did he say something wrong there in those sentences? No. Why?
it's
What?
a negative of the imperative.
Okay, good. So do not. So do not do it.
Not to do.
Not to do.
The first four sentences are what to do. This is not what not to do.
Very good. So what do we use?
Don't.
Don't.
Before
Okay.
the base form of the verb.
Good. So before the base of the base form of the verb, what do we use? Do. Plus what? Not. Which is equal, the contraction is? Don't. Very good. So we use the contraction don't in front of the verb. Okay, so we have the affirmative, which is what? Can you repeat, please? Do. Affirmative, verb. Okay. Plus something else, some instructions. Okay. And then negative, which is? Do plus what? Not, which is equal to contraction don't plus verb. That's good. Plus the rest. Okay. So if I want, or if he wants, or if somebody wants to be polite, what happens? What can we use? So don't hit it long. Don't try things clever. So these are what? Are bit firm, strong. Okay, I want, if somebody wants to be polite. So, who wants to say something? Yes, Melina.
We can use those we call magic words like please.
Good magic words, very good. Where do we put? Good. For example, we use it in negative or in the affirmative. Where? Both of them. Good. Where can we put please, this magic word? Before.
Or
Good. Such as please relax or relax please. Very good. Very good. Go on defense. Please go on defense. Or go on defense please. What about the next one?
Let's go, please.
Please let's go. Let's go please. Very good. What about the negative? Igli, what can you tell me?
We can use don't hit it long, please. Or please don't hit it long.
Don't hit it long. Can you go
we
with?
put a comma after the
Yes, we put a comma. We can put a comma as well. So don't try anything clever. Please don't try anything clever. Very good. To make it
more polite.
more polite. Or to soften a bit, to make it softer. So instead of going, let's go, so we change the tone as well of our voice. And then what can we say? Please, let's go. So we are more polite. So what else can we use with affirmative to be polite as well? For example, if you suppose that somebody can come to your house and then you want to offer something, but this person is a bit shy, so he doesn't take anything. So what do you say?
To help yourself.
Good, very good. So to be polite, we use do. Good. So can I use another mark? Okay. So do, yes, we use do plus the verb, the main verb or the base form of the verb. For example, so imagine imagine you are at home, and then somebody has visited. So what are you? You are the host or the hostess. So there is like a game, the hostess and the mostess in English, which is kids or children or even students. They play this game, so they can imagine they are at home, and then they can play some role. They can play. So they are offering, and the other person is taking something. Yes. So think of.
I used to play that with my friends.
Yes, with your friends. So usually when you were little, so when you were younger.
We make our each houses, like my bed was my house, the other bed was her house, and then we exchange like things.
Very good. So children, especially children, girls, so they do enjoy this. Okay, so we go back in time, and then you think yourself as little children as well. So think of some expressions. So I give you something to write. So think of some 4 or 5 sentences. So using please and using do as well to make it more polite. Okay, good. You can talk. Yes, you can talk. Okay. Excuse me, sugar, please. Sugar, please.
Like something.
Try something else. Just serve yourself. Have some of the cake. Have a slice of my cake. Take the candy. Okay. Do sit down, please.
Help drink another cup of Coke.
Good.
Let's go at my bedroom.
Please don't touch my dog. Please don't touch my dog. No, it is. You are not taking friends to the room, but just offering something. So.
Do you use my computer?
Don't use my computer. Do use my computer. Okay, get some sentences. What did you find out?
Do take another biscuit.
Do take another biscuit. Please take another biscuit. So to be to soften a bit. So why? Because the guest will be afraid to take another biscuit. So but to soften a bit, what did we say? We use do or please.
For example, bring me a glass of water, please. Please come in.
Please come in. Very good.
Please try the homemade ice cream.
Very good. Delicious. Why? It's delicious. So why did you bring some? Why did you bring some? Maybe it's cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
We make a little, game. Like he's coming in my house.
Very good. You are the hostess,
Yes.
and he is the master. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Come in, please.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Here's some candy. Please take some.
Yes, of course. It's very delicious.
Do serve yourself. Take something else.
I'd like some cake if it's possible.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Yes. Very good. Good. Small exchange. Okay.
So we make some sentences. Make yourself at home. Don't be shy.
Please sit here. Take a candy.
Yes. Very good. Don't be shy. Yes. Help yourself. So, what do you say to make themselves or to make your friends at home feeling at home? Do feel or make yourself at home. So do feel like in your house.
Serve yourself. Let's take something and eat.
Good.
Sit down, please.
My sister's sleeping.
Be quiet, please. Okay. So yes, my sister is sleeping. Okay. Also, or try to be quiet, please.
Do sit down, please.
Do sit down, please.
to take the biscuit, to drink another cup of coffee, to use my computer.
Good. Okay, that's good. So I want you to imagine something. So imagine yourself you have gone to another country. So you don't know where you are going. So even why can you go to another country? Even for
Like a tourist.
like a tourist for holiday. Okay.
Visiting your friends or
Relative.
your cousin,
Uh-huh.
for example.
Good for
For studies.
studies as well. Yes.
For a better life.
For better, for better opportunities. So you have moved. So you want to settle
To
in.
a job trip.
Or to a job trip. That's good. Business trip.
Historical places, for example.
Like sightseeing tour. A sightseeing. Okay. So imagine you are lost. So what do you do? What do you ask for?
A citizen.
For help.
Ask for help. Very good. You ask for help. So, can you read the map? I find it difficult. You
I
as
don't
well.
understand anything of it.
Huh?
I don't understand.
You don't understand. So we are not as Albanians. We are not used because it is a small country, right?
Yes.
So we are not used with maps. But if you go abroad, you will be totally lost without a map. So if you don't know how to read it, then
You can,
you are in trouble.
you can even be lost in the airport. So.
Yes, in the airport as well. Okay, in the airport you have some information, some information desk. But okay, so in the street, so you don't have an information desk, help like an information desk or help desk to help you. Okay, but what do? You ask for help.
You ask someone, a stranger in the road, do you see? You ask them for the place you want to go.
Okay, good.
You're lost.
So can you help me? Can you tell me some helpful sentences or vocabulary that we use when you ask for direction?
For example, we said, excuse me, can you help, excuse me, help me?
Excuse me, help me please. I'm in trouble.
Please tell me the
Way?
the way how to go to a place.
The way to
The cinema.
to the cinema. Okay. Okay. That's good. Okay. I have prepared for you a little map, so I hope you can read the map and some helpful vocabulary as well. Okay. Can you all see here? Can you all see here? Is it?
Yes. If all the maps would be like this, I'd understand.
You would read this map. So, okay, this is obvious. So, what are some helpful vocabulary? So, how can you ask the way? So I want to go to the cinema. So, tell me the way to the cinema, please, considering that we can use the practice, you can use the imperative as well.
Take the bus.
Take the bus. What should I take? What bus should I take? Take the bus number.
23.
Where should I get off?
Get off.
To get off.
Turn
Okay.
right.
So, yes, turn
Turn
right. Good.
Go straight forward.
Good.
Take the buffer.
Go straight
For 10 meters.
on. Or forward. Yes.
Take the first turn left.
Yes, take the first.
Turn left.
Good. Take the first. What did you say? Just it.
Left.
Left. The first turn. Left. Okay.
Take the bus number.
Take the bus number. Get off.
Get off.
On the bus station. Okay. On the second bus stop. Okay. I want you now to work in groups. So get together in four of you. So you can work together in group. And then you can stand up as well. Stand up, please. Stand up, please. So you can. Okay. Then come here. Come here in up front. Okay.
We'd like to write down some notes.
Okay, you can take now take some notes as well. Okay, can you move this table over there, please? Okay, Angela, please. Okay, go over there. Okay, right.
here just for being. Somebody wants to do this very drunk because we put some little cousin to sit in our shop and supposed to go there.
Okay, try to use the map and your own ideas as well. Please listen carefully. Okay. So use this map, your own idea as well, and some useful vocabulary. They're using the imperative, and then try to help each other. Imagine you are in a foreign country and help each other. Where to stop, where to go, etc.
Take the large street and go through the roundabout. Take the roundabout. Take the flower street. Turn right and take the flower street. And then take the first turn right again. To take the river street and turn right again. And there you go.
Is it better? So can you all
Turn right and river street and turn and take the at the first turn right, take the first turn right.
need some help?
You have to go find the way
So we have the bus imperative, we take the bus number, we don't know what to do. So there's a woman and a man, and we have
You can get the bus number 10, take the bus number 10
Yes, of course. You can go straight and take Park Street, and then you will be at the roundabout. Turn left, and you will Flower Street, and this
Take the bus at the Park Street until you get to the roundabout. Then get off, take the bus at the Center Street, and at the last stop, take a right.
take the first ride.
Take the first right to my life.
Go straight to the, where are you going? To the playground. So you are like new moms and then with children? So you want to entertain. Okay.
We want to go to the playground.
Very good. So how can you ask them?
Can you tell us where the playground is?
Please help us and tell us where is the playground.
And then they will show how they can go there by bus, by riding bus. I'm going to tell them how can they go there by walking.
Just walking on there. Yes, hold on. You are here.
For example, you can go straight in Park Center, the street, and you will be at the roundabout. Then you can take the first turn left or turn right to Flower Street. Take the turn right to River Street.
On the first, yes, the first right.
Yeah, and you will turn right again. Until there you will be at the playground.
Okay. In the playground. Okay, very good. Yes.
speed up here. And then you can get one speed.
Okay, so where is going then?
We're going to the roundabout.
Okay,
Yes, you are where?
We are in the roundabout.
You are alone. We are fast. We need to let them. We are really fast. Nice. Thank you. Okay, can you come here closer and there, please? So, yes.
You'd like to go to the museum?
Mom, we want to go to the playground.
Yes, listen to our please.
To find the playground easy. If you are in the roundabout, then you should turn right and take the flower street.
Then, when you are in the flower street, turn on your right, and there is the river street. After you walk straight forward to the river street, turn again right, and there you'll find the playground. You may even walk.
Yes, you may even take the bus.
I suggest you take the bus because you'll go there faster.
Okay. Okay, that's good. You can sit. So sit down, please. Do sit down, please. Yes, you can use your desk to sit. Yes. Okay, thank you. So tell me some useful sentences that you have think of. You have thought of. Yes. So one sentence. So how can you give direction?
That's not, I meant have a good day to use the imperative.
Have a nice day.
But
Yes.
the directions we use take the first bus and get off to the first station after the roundabout.
Please repeat it again because I was a stranger and didn't understand
The exit.
Yes.
Please repeat it again.
Go straight Main Street.
Go straight forward to the main street. And
Turn left.
Turn left. Yes.
Do take the bus because it's easier.
It's faster. Do take the bus number 11 that goes to the flower street or river street according that we have a map. Okay? Another one? That's all. We are in trouble.
Please help us.
Please help us. We need some.
Please tell us the way. Take the first turn right. Just get off the bus at the second bus stop.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Right. So I want you to. I will give you some exercises. Okay? And then you'll try to, there are some sentences which are not imperative. So correct the errors, so there are some errors there. Change the commands from positive to negative or from negative to positive if it is necessary. Okay. Right, so try to do that. You need an extra, okay, I have an extra paper for you. Okay. So no. Here. Okay. Here you have some. Yes. Okay, that's good. Leave many about it, do not leave. You stand up, so it is a mistake. So, okay, yes. Don't. So there are some mistakes, so I want you to correct the mistakes, and then you'll tell me these sentences are told by whom. So you have there who uses those sentences or those commands. No. Later. Keep those papers because there are some extra exercises. But we'll do them later. Hard bed. Sleeping on a hard bed, yes, it is not comfortable bed. So very hard. So
Yeah, but sometimes that's healthy.
It's not soft.
yes, but yes, it is maybe
There are conditions that people have that somebody must, they have to sleep
with a backache.
yes.
No, use the imperative, not should, but the not models, not imperative. So move slowly. Move, use slowly. Move slowly and so change the comments from positive to negative or from yes. Okay? So can you tell me the mistake? So we read out loud? So what about the first one? So
The first
I'll
one
take
is
my
done. It's like an example. I'm going to make the second one.
Okay.
Do not lie down if there is a pain. I have put away the will not. And it's to lie down if there is a pain because it's a backache.
Okay, good. Yes, Donna?
You forgot one.
You
Try
have
to catch cold, do not dress warmly. You, it's a mistake here because we not add a subject. And the negative form is don't try to catch cold and do dress warm.
Yes. Okay.
Work a lot. There's no doctor who tell you to work a lot. Don't work a lot.
Okay, that's good. Yes, Rovena?
The sentence is sleeping on a hard bed. We should do it. Do not sleep on a hard bed.
Do not sleep on a hard bed. That's good. So, yes, Kitty?
Do not put this cream on your back. It's do put this cream on your back.
Cream? What is a cream?
It's like a medicine.
To what? To soften your ache or pain. Yes? Sarah?
May I do the first one?
Yes, okay, go on. Go ahead.
You stand up for long periods of time. This is wrong. You do not stand up for a long period of
So,
time.
don't stand up for a long period of time. Yes, Angela?
Also, I would like to do this. Move you slowly and gradually. This is move slowly and gradually.
Okay, that's good. Esther, can you go on?
Run fast, don't walk. Don't run fast and walk.
Okay, that's good. Don't. So you have changed from positive into negative. Good. Adela, can you go on?
Try not to relax, so we don't put
The
after
subject.
it, right? And try to relax is the advice.
Try to relax. They skipped one, yes?
Yes, do take a cold shower every morning and evening. Do take a cold shower, but the negative is don't, but sometimes that's healthy.
Don't take a cold because it is a cold shower.
Yeah.
So the doctor doesn't tell you try to take a cold. You'll catch a cold with a cold shower. Okay, that's good. So all those sentences, did you understand? So who uses those sentences? The doctor. So imagine you have what? The doctor and a patient. So all
It's the
those.
use of the advices that we said that we
Yes,
use
we have
different
mentioned.
advices. Here is the example.
Good.
Advices and instructions.
And instructions. Okay, so I have done for you some examples of aches and pains. So who can tell me some common aches that we might have? For example, a toothache, a stomachache, it's a headache, a backache as well. You can have an earache as well, very bad. If you have all those aches are very bad. Okay, for us. Okay, we have some pains as well, such as fever, flu, cough, cold, sore throat, and there's some sickness and allergies as well. And if you sneeze, you have a runny nose. That's good. So here you have some pictures. So I want you to look at those pictures there and then to write recommendations. Can you catch that, Albert? Yes? No, you cannot do that? Okay. Write recommendations for the following.
From the computer.
From the computer. Yes, very good. So can you do that from the computer? Okay. Is it better? No, it's not. So too much light maybe?
Yes.
Okay. Write recommendations for the following aches and pains used imperative. You're going to write down a couple of examples. So how we can write recommendation for each one of those. So what is the first one? So here you have the first one. Okay, there. Okay, it is a stomach ache. So the second one, he has a bad toothache. Then a headache. A backache, good. Then a flu or a sore throat or a cough as well. The other one has a sore throat. And then the last one, he has a... He's doing? He's sneezing. He has some runny nose. Good. So he's got a cold. Okay, that's all I think. So think of 2 or 3 sentences for each picture. So imagine you are the doctor. You can work together in twos. Very good. So work in pairs. Please do work in pairs. Okay, good. For example, those people who are living in America, these days it is very cold, so the temperature has gone -40. You don't need fast food, have junk food, or have warm soup. Yes, have a hot soup or a plain soup. Okay. Don't eat at all. He's starving. Starve. Take some pills. Double L. So we take, yes. Drink a hot cup of tea. Oh, don't drink. Okay. No, for each picture. So you can think of 2 or 3 examples of sentences. Yes, okay. I go down a bit, okay. So, alright. Can you see? Okay. Down a bit. So toothache, yes. Backache, yes. And headache. That's all. Okay, yes. Not too many pictures. Okay. So.
I know you don't answer them again.
some instructions or some advices from the doctor. So imagine you are the doctor and then you have a patient beside you. So think of, so the other one you can do it as a role play. So what you are suffering from, ask some advice. Take one picture.
Backache.
Okay, so poor guy, he has a backache.
I can say to him, lay down, have some rest, don't lift heavy objects, and put some cream on your back.
Good. Okay, what about you? What did you pick?
The toothache, this is my mother. Oh, mom, I have a toothache. This pain is terrible. What should I do?
Go to the dentist, don't eat sweets, brush your teeth.
How many times?
3 times.
3 times? Yes, twice or 3 times a day. Yes. Can you pick one? So what did you pick there?
The headache. We have done cope with stress, relax, take a break, go for a walk, do not think too much.
Very good.
And also take some herbs or see a no.
What did you pick? What did you pick there?
The
from there?
headache.
The headache.
Take some herbs or see an alternative doctor.
See an alternative doctor.
Relax, don't think too much.
Relax. Okay. Do not
Think too much.
not think, but stressed out a lot. Don't get stressed. Cope with stress better. So go for a walk in the
Don't get tired.
fresh air. Go for long walks. Yes.
Don't get tired from
Do not work too much.
from work.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
The girl that has running nose, I have said to her to eat healthy food, to buy a lot of handkerchiefs.
Okay. Buy a lot of handkerchiefs. Yes.
Drink a cup of hot coffee.
So not to infect maybe the
Yes.
others. Okay.
And take some pills because it's the only way to get
Good.
better.
Okay.
We
What
are
is it?
going to make a small dialogue.
Okay. So one is the patient and the other one is... Okay, good.
Please, I have a terrible toothache. I think that you should brush your teeth regularly and visit me more often because your teeth might hurt more and you're not at the right age to get out the teeth. You will take information for your teeth and contact me if the pain continues. Have I eaten a lot of sweets? I think so. Stop eating sweets.
Okay, good. What about you, girls?
We have chosen sore throat.
Sore throat. Okay, so who has a sore throat from you? You have a sore throat, and then you are a doctor, so you are...
I'm a friend.
You're a friend. Okay, no need of a doctor there. Okay.
Her and ask for advice.
Okay, good.
Hi Sarah, I have a sore throat. How can you help me? Give me some advice, please.
Yeah, of course. Well, you may drink a cough syrup or you don't speak a lot. It's a habit of yours. And eat ice cream. I've heard lately that ice cream helps to kill the bacteria in your
Are you
throat.
sure? Ice cream?
Yes, of course. I've tried it.
Okay.
Okay, good. What about you? What's wrong with you? You've got a terrible backache. So, okay.
My back hurts. What should I do?
First, you don't lift weights. You
Heavy?
have to, heavy weights. You have to don't run. Not you have to walk, not to run. Tell somebody to do your message.
That would
Maybe
be nice.
A massage. Yes, not a message. Text message. A massage.
And try to sleep enough in a soft bed.
In a soft bed. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. So get rid of those papers. So put them aside. That's good. So when you hear the word rules, so what comes to your mind? Politicians. Why?
Politicians make rules and we have to follow them.
Okay, regulations.
This is the only way
Laws.
for
They
humans
make
to-
laws.
Yes, but laws are sometimes rules.
Okay.
It's the only way for
Another-
humans to cooperate.
Good.
Schools comes on my mind, home comes on my mind.
Okay,
Parents, because
Parents.
parents gives me rules.
That's good.
Institutions. Different
Institutions.
don't have a regulation. I mean,
Good. So it is. You have to
like banks or schools or even
Industry.
a business.
Okay. Industry.
Yeah. How to pass the road. How to drive your car.
Good. So driving instructions or okay. Street rules or street instructions. Yeah.
House rules.
House rules, parents. Okay. Right, now, what do we use? So, when we have like a set of rules in front of us, we think of what? Imperative. So, usually, rules and regulations and laws are written in the imperative mood.
Don't talk loudly.
Don't orders. So orders, instructions, and commands. Okay, and some advices as well. For example, if we pass the road, then what do our parents or your parents do? Yes, take my hand.
Look from both sides.
Check both sides before crossing. Or use the
The zebra.
the zebra. Very good. The zebra road. The zebra road. That's good. Okay. So, right. So I want you to write down. Work like make yourself in groups of 4. So I will give you papers as well. So I want you to get together in group of 4, so you can work together, 3 of you. Okay, so I'm being with Edona and Angela as well. You 4 can work together and those as well. Okay, good. So you can work together. Okay, so I'll give you paper, don't worry. So you can take out pens, yes. Or pencils, what do you have? Good. Yes, okay. Now, I done something for you, so one of you can come here up front and then choose one, okay? Okay, yes, one by one. Kitty, yes, you choose one. Okay, you too. Good. So what do you have there? Okay, what do you have here? So, rules for students. Do's and don'ts in school. So I want you to think of maybe, I don't know, as much as imperative or rules as you can. Do's and don'ts in school. So are for you, for students. So what you shouldn't do in school. So of course, using the imperative. Okay. What do you have here? You've got rules for parents from a child point of view. So what do you want? It's a test to your family. Do not be too harsh on them. Okay. So what do you have there? Rules for student study tips, helpful tips. So maybe what? Before an exam. Good. Before revising. Before assignment. Okay, good. Do's and don'ts as well. Do that and don't do that. What have you got there? Rules for children.
We have so much to say.
Too many. Okay, do's and don'ts as well. So you can choose negative and positive as well, affirmative as well. H-A-O-L-L. Hold. Okay, after you're done, you'll tell me, and then you can change partners as well, okay? You can go in other groups as well. Be open-minded, okay? So that's not child, okay? That's good. Maybe, so you are not being understood, and you're not being understood, so what is the advice? So is advice is not like an order or command, so you want them to understand you more. So study tips, helpful tips before exams. So what can you do?
Take down some notes and you will learn fast.
You'll learn faster, okay?
Keep calm, don't panic.
Good, very good. So from a parent's point of view, too many. So
Play outside, close the computer, eat your vegetables.
Don't stay out late.
Drink
Don't stay out late. Don't get engaged.
Don't get engaged.
Yes.
Don't have a boyfriend.
Don't learn
Or a
for you
girlfriend.
and your future. teacher, don't learn from me, learn from you and your future.
Don't what?
Don't learn from me when they say
Do not take my example.
no, when we get better grades and they say don't learn from me, learn for yourself.
Okay, yes. So you do not study from me, for me. You have to study for yourself. Because it's your life.
To me, do not eat too much sweets, study hard, choose your friends better than you, sleep your secrets.
Good. You can change groups as well. So if you're done, after you're done, so get together with others as well. So you can exchange your rules. So the others might write down some rules as well. Okay, so you can exchange with them. Try. You can.
Today
You can. Yes, you can exchange your rules. So are you done? So are you done? Okay. They can try. You can try these rules, and then they can try these rules as well. So you have an exchange. So who wants to exchange these rules for students, do's and don'ts? Did you exchange? Did you exchange your rules?
Yes. We want the rules.
So did you exchange? Okay. Okay, so another one will come. Okay. So you can change, you can go, you can take us. Okay. Yours. Okay. Okay, you have exchanged the cards. Good. Do's and don'ts.
Can we give
Advice as well? Yes, of course. Use it to encourage yourself all of that. From a parent's point of view, follow your dream. Very good.
Let me learn.
Shepherd, good shepherd. At least a good shepherd. Okay. Don't smoke in the school. Inside the school. So do not smoke at all. It is harmful for your health. It's not good.
Can we say?
Ours finished. Rules for students: study hard, be open-minded, cope with stress, sleep at least 8 hours, do not get easily
Emotionative, okay.
be friendly, ask when you don't know something, do not tell that you know everything, follow your idol footsteps.
Follow into some steps of your father, of your idol.
Can you say think the glass half full? Like Fiona said, don't stress.
Be optimistic.
Be optimistic. Be optimistic.
Think the glass half full.
Okay, think. So look at the glass, which is half full, not half empty. Okay.
Cope with stress, be laid back.
Be laid back. Good.
Don't embrace me.
Okay, in front of where? In front of your friends.
Don't judge my friends.
Understand that I have my own privacy.
Good. Respect my privacy. Good.
Let me hang out with friends.
Believe in me and advise people who don't me.
Okay.
Shave your opinion down my throat.
Don't.
show
Okay. Good. Okay. Yes. The ruler. That you use it for a line, draw a line. A ruler. So, what are some helpful do's and don'ts in school?
Don't smoke. Dress properly.
Properly. Okay.
Take necessary equipment.
Okay.
Listen to the teacher carefully. Don't fight with your friends.
Yes. What are those?
These are from kids to the
So
parents.
tell me some rules.
Be open-minded.
Good.
Pay attention to us when we talk.
Make our wishes come true.
Okay.
Understand me, please.
Drink. Buy me new clothes. Buy me new clothes. Okay.
More pocket money.
Pocket money. Okay. What about you? So for
We have
children?
rules for children from the parents. We have follow your do's, follow your dreams, do your homework, please do the laundry, tidy up your room, listen when I'm talking. And
Don't jump on the sofa.
Okay. Don't jump. Yes, that's good. So don't jump on the bed.
Don't interrupt
the adult.
The adults.
Do not argue with your brother. And don't stay long hours in front of the TV or the PC.
And we have rules in school.
To dress properly.
Properly.
Respect your teachers and friends. Work in pairs. To study regularly.
Is this do be present on time and to pay attention during the classes. And
Don't come late. Don't run in the hall. Don't talk.
don't talk.
Don't talk. Yes.
Don't be upset unless you have a strong reason. And don't be rude with anyone.
With others. Don't be rude with others. Okay, that's good. So we are going to take a break now, and then we'll come back. You can come back later, okay? Coming again. So we've said that we do a revision first. So imperative, how it is formed, the imperative. So
We form it with infinitive, the base form, the verb of the verb. Very infinitive.
Bare infinitive. So the subject.
subject is
is
implied.
implied. Okay, good.
And we usually use it to give orders, to give the instructions, advices.
Advices and instructions. Okay.
To
We'll
make it
focus
more
on instructions. Good. So, where do we see instructions? Where do we see them?
When we when we go to the doctor.
Advice.
Yeah, there are some instructions how to use the pills, how to use.
Okay, it
And the
advises.
label of the clothes, wash it
Good.
at this temperature.
Good. Wash it with 40 degrees. Good.
And we buy gadgets.
Good.
Instructions about how to use.
For example,
About when we buy the TV.
TV. Okay.
It's
Plug it. Or unplug this or plug this, okay? Or read the instructions before use it or prior to use it. Or when we buy what? Gadget
I
or
must say that at the label of everything that we buy, there are some instructions how
good.
to use
And a
where
little,
to
what is
keep-
that called? A little booklet? Booklet that we used it before. We read it before. Yes, Melina?
I was going to say there was even an eraser which had this instructions that do not eat.
for the children.
Or keep away from children.
Keep away from children.
Also on some foods, when we buy foods.
Okay,
There are
yes.
some instructions. Example, use it before this date.
When we have the expiry
When
date.
we buy flowers, it says it doesn't need too much sunlight
Okay.
or water it every day.
Or water it every day. So, in instructions, everything when we buy something or prior to use something, we use the imperative or the imperative mood. It is used. Okay. So when we make something, when we make a cake, or when we make a food, a certain food, so the cake is more delicious. The cake is more delicious.
I must say desserts.
Or a dessert, yes, it is delicious. So, of course, that when we make something, when we make a certain food or a certain dish, so we use the instructions. Okay, that's good. So I have prepared for you some vocabulary, some words that we use about when we cook or when we bake something or when we make something. So you have a look before. So yes, you too. Okay, that's good. So do you understand everything? So when you bake something, what we do when
You
we
put
bake?
it in sofa.
On the sofa, but on the oven. What is a sofa? You sit, you lie down. You lie comfortably. So do you need a sofa right now? Okay, good. Okay, good. So bake, cook with dry heat actually. In an oven. It is a heat, yes. What is a batter? So what is a batter? It's usually with pancakes. Do you know pancakes? Those. What is another word for pancakes? Pancakes are not donuts. Crepes, but thicker. So they are thick crepes. So we use crepes here in Albania, but pancakes are used.
Pita.
Pita.
Yeah, pita.
Pita, Greek pita, but okay, a bit different. So batter, it is that mixture of flour, milk, and eggs that is used to make pancakes. So prior to make pancakes, we need to mix all the ingredients together to form a batter. To beat is to use a fork or a whisk. Okay. When you boil something is to boil with boiling water. To bring to boil, to heat water until it boils. Until we have, what is the word? Bubbles. Okay, until it has bubbles. When you chop something, cut in little pieces, using what? What is that called? A knife and a fork, a knife. What is that called? A chopping board. It is called a chopping board with double P. So a chopping board. You chop using a knife, small pieces, using a chopping board. So you put things in the chopping board, on the chopping board. Dough is a mixture of flour, water, and yeast for making bread or the delicious pizzas, not cake, but pizzas. So are you hungry right now?
Yes.
Very hungry. Okay, so it's almost lunchtime, so okay. So yes, dough, it is that mixture for making bread or prior to cook or for pizzas. Okay, that's good. So what is the other word that we use is to fry something. To fry is to cook in a hot fat or oil. So what do you fry? Potatoes. What else? Eggs. Good. What else? Fish. Okay. Sometimes it is not very healthy, but you can fry.
Even vegetables.
The batter from pancakes. Good. You fry them. What do you fry in? What do you have? Those hot dogs you fry? Sausages.
Even donuts.
And
Donuts.
you fry donuts. Okay. You fry, but not donuts because donuts, Albanian or Albanian donuts. We fry Albanian donuts. Okay, good. So when you grate, using a grater, what can you grate? Cheese. And then you put them in front, on top of the spaghetti pasta. So what is the way that what is the word? Spread or? Sprinkle on top of pasta. Grated cheese. What else can you grate? Tomatoes. Can you grate tomatoes for sauce? To form a sauce. Okay, you can do that. You chop it. In small pieces. Orange skin, okay, or lemon skin, you grate it. Especially when you use it for a cake. You grate the skin. Okay, good. So knead is to mix and work into a uniform mass. So what can you knead? the dough for making what? Pizza bread. The pizza or the bread as well. Okay. Liquidize is to make it liquid. Is to make it liquid. In a liquidizer. It is called the equipment. Melt. Keep something. What can you melt? Butter. Chocolate. What else? Melt. Ice cream. It is melted. Good. Pastry. It is a mixture of flour, fat, and a little bit of water. To make what? Certain pastries. So little things that you pastries. They are called pastries. So we can eat them. So it's kind of dessert, little dessert pastries. Peel. When you peel something, you remove the skin. What can you peel? Bananas. Or the fruits. Or the potatoes, vegetables. An apple. Apple as well. Good. Pour. What is to pour?
The flour.
The flour. You let flow. You let flow. What can you pour? You can pour water. You can pour something, a liquid. Pardon?
Tea.
You can pour tea. Okay. You can spill tea. Okay. You can spill the tea outside the mug. Okay. Roast. When you roast, you put it in the oven. You cook it in the oven. So we can roast. What can you roast? Meat. Vegetables. Veggies. We can, yes, a pie as well. You can bake. You can cake. Make a bake. Bake a cake. Or dessert. Yes. So when you roll, what is
you have
roll?
to have a dough to roll the dough
Yes.
and make a pizza, for example.
Okay, to make it flat using a rolling pin. It is that equipment there that you use in the tool. When you season, it is not like season like 4 seasons that we have, but you season. What do you put? When you season, salt, pepper, and herbs. Okay, you season. So you season to add salt, pepper, or herbs to something. Self-raising flour. To make it self-raising, what do you put to the flour? Some baking powder. A baking powder. So you have a self-raising flour. It is a kind of flour that the flour has inside baking powder.
And
yes.
for example, pizza dough that is used. In pizza dough that is used.
Yeast.
Yeah.
For pizza, from bread. But for baking powder, it is used where? Or baking soda? It is used in pancakes. It is used in cakes as well. So self-raising flour with some raising agent that raises the dough. You serve a dish. When it is done, when it is all ready to be served, and then after it's served, it's eaten. It is eaten. Yes, it is what you enjoy. It is enjoyed. It is ready to eat. Okay. Right now, for example, that you are quite hungry. Okay. So it is ready for you to be served on the table, on plates, etc. Ready to be eaten or to eat. When you sieve, what can you sieve? The flour. The flour, you sieve it to avoid what? Some things that are not
Even
you
the
cannot
sugar,
eat.
even the sugar when we finish a cake, I don't know how it is called.
So you put flour and sugar or sugar through a sieve to break all the lumps. So what are the lumps? Lumps are some not like smooth, but lumps. It has some little not very smooth. It is lumps. When it has something has lumps, usually little babies, they cannot chew. So they do not like lumps. For example, they want like smooth things, like blended food, fruits, etc. Okay, simmer is to boil gently. What can you simmer? Like bring simmer before. So the sauce. The sauce. You stir, you mix together. You blend, you beat. This is you stir something. Okay, so I'm going to give you some handouts. So it is a recipe. It is a recipe. What is a recipe?
Some instructions how to do something.
Good. A set of instructions in order to tell you how to cook, how to make something, how to make what? A cake or the ingredients. With ingredients. So there are ingredients and the set of rules, some instructions. Using in, what did we say? We use for instructions, we use the imperative. So I want you to fill out the right imperative, which you will see there, how to make the best macaroni and cheese in the world. Yes, yum, very delicious. So,
They're
Italian. Macaroni and cheese, yes. They are Italian. They eat pasta, yes, Italian.
Pastas are Greek. I read it somewhere.
Pasta are Greek, yes?
Yes,
Where
I
did you read
somewhere.
that?
Actually, it was on Facebook, but it said the pasta actually were Greek, and there were other. For example, pizza was not from Italy, was from another
From
place.
China, I think.
Yes,
Marco Polo would bring tomatoes and that pizza's donuts.
Yes.
I was surprised, but apparently.
Surprised, yes, I've heard as well. And pasta, I'm surprised. So I thought the pasta was coming from Italy.
Yeah, but I thought so, but no, it was Greek.
Okay, yes, Greek. Yes, it is bigger than a teaspoon. A teaspoon, it is used for coffees, for tea. A tablespoon is bigger, and you use it to eat, yes. Yes, of course. Just put it, just a little bit of butter over the bread. Breadcrumbs, chopping. Breadcrumbs are little pieces of bread. Yes.
We use here in Romania
For lasagna, yes. It is used for lasagna. Bechamel, it is white sauce. That's how do we make bechamel? So with milk, with flour, and with butter. And so we mix them together until it is a. It is not very thick.
When my mom
the batter.
macaroni is in the oven, she
Pasta.
puts pasta is in the oven. She puts this bechamel sauce
On top.
It's very tasty.
Very tasty, yes. Okay, we go on. So we read all the paragraphs together, and then you will tell me how did you fill in the imperative. So we'll go in one after the other. So take it in turns. Go on.
Fill out the right imperatives, which you will learn in the video of Martha Stewart, explaining how to make the best macaroni and cheese in work. I'll show you how to make the one that you think is so good. In a little saucepan.
What is a saucepan? It is what? A pan that contains the sauce.
It's not very deep.
Spoons of unsalted butter. And here are 6 slices of white bread and that have been just
decrusted. What is decrusted? What is the taken off? The crust. Good. The crust of the bread, the hard part of the bread, it is taken off. Taken off, yes.
And torn into little pieces.
So torn into little pieces, so chopped into little pieces.
Just
drizzle. Drizzle. What is drizzle? Just put a little bit so that it is shiny a bit. The butter over the bread.
The butter over the bread. This is the breadcrumb topping of the final dish, and just toast the butter with the bread and just set it aside.
Good. Jesse, can you go on with the next?
Meanwhile, in a heavy bottom saucepan like this one, melt 6 tablespoons of butter.
So tablespoons. So you have spoons. Tablespoons. They are big ones, and then we have teaspoons as well. That we use it to make tea and coffees as well. They are those small spoons. Tablespoons are bigger. Yes. Pardon? We call them
Tablespoons, chair spoons,
chair spoon.
just being table.
Okay. Chair spoon.
No,
They're
we
not
don't
chair
have
spoon.
that.
Okay, just tablespoons and then teaspoon. Yes.
And in another pot, bring to boil 1.5 cups of whole milk. And this
What is whole milk? Whole milk with
The whole amount. The entire.
the whole milk that contains, that is not, what is the word? So the entire milk, the whole milk, it contains a little bit more fat than is usual. So the whole milk without being, so the fat is there, it is not taken off. Yes, it is not pasteurized. Good. Unpasteurized.
And this has already come to a boil, actually forming a little skin on top, well, which is fine. Just stir that up.
Stir that up. So stir, we said, is to mix.
And in this butter that's melted, stir in a half cup of all-purpose flour.
So all-purpose flour, it is used for all the purposes, for everything. It is not a special flour, but it is for all-purpose flour, for everything.
We want to cook flour and butter and then add the milk. That's called in French a bechamel sauce.
A bechamel sauce, so it is a kind of a white sauce that is prepared using milk, flour and butter as well. We mix them together. Okay, can you go on, Sarah, please?
Don't burn the butter and the flour. Make sure you just cook the flour, so just reheat it if necessary. By the way, also have a big pot of water boiling and put it in your macaroni, and you're going to cook 1 whole pound of macaroni in lightly salted water, and you're going to cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes, less than the box tells you.
Okay, Ravena, can you finish the paragraph?
Because you want it a little bit
Al dente, so it is not very much boiled, a little bit
Not soft.
hard, not very soft. Okay, al dente, yes?
a little hard to cook.
Yes.
So let's just cook that, and I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I heard our bechamel base is cooking, and now
Stir in.
Stir in very slowly your boiling milk. You're going to keep stirring. You do not want to lumpy bechamel.
So lumpy is with pieces, not melt pieces.
I'm going to transfer from a wooden spoon to a
Whisk. What is the whisk? That we use it to mix. the whisk that we use it. It is a kind of,
For example, for eggs.
for eggs, yes. We use whisk or whisk the eggs with that special spoon.
With wires?
Yes, with wires. Okay.
Nice and thick. Nice and thick.
Okay. Donna, can you go?
Now you can raise your heat a little bit.
Raise your heat a little bit.
Start cooking this. A lot of milk, but we're going to make a big macaroni and cheese. It's already pretty smooth, but we're going to cook and cook until it starts to thicken.
Okay, Angela, can you finish this paragraph, please?
It's going to bubble and then become thick. All of a sudden, I'm just tasting our macaroni and it tastes done. It better be poured right into a colander in the sink. One way to avoid a lot of steam, if you don't want facial, is to run the cold water. Not on the pasta, but next to the colander. It keeps down the steam a little bit. And shake out all the water. And I have to wash my vegetable.
Okay, Andy, can you go on, please?
See how nice and thick it's becoming? Once it's thick, just remove it from the heat, and then we're going to add half a teaspoon of salt, a quarter of teaspoon of freshly grated
Nutmeg. What is nutmeg? It is a herb. It is a kind of herb.
And it's really nice to grate your own nutmeg. It smells so good. Nutmeg is very important. I think it's in macaroni and cheese. And don't forget cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper. It is still it is a herb, yes.
This is something that my mom did add to her macaroni and cheese. A quarter of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. My mom added at least that much. None of us really like tremendously spicy food, but we like the taste of cayenne pepper, and we also love the taste of black pepper.
So we don't have this cayenne pepper in Albania, so it is kind of, it is a kind of pepper. We have black pepper.
I think they have also ground cinnamon.
It's not cinnamon, so it is cayenne pepper. It is different from kind of pepper. It is different from black pepper.
And add a quarter of teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper.
Black pepper too. Okay, Bruna, can you go?
And now into the bechamel, add your cheese. 3 cups of
cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese, it is a kind of cheese.
And 1.5 cups of
Gruyere. It is still a cup of kind of cheese.
And you can just add your macaroni. Make sure you coat
Bedekin, all the macaroni.
All the macaroni with the bechamel. We'll pour this into our dish. You can avoid the topping if you like and just put this into the oven, but the topping with a wonderful breadcrumbs
crustiness. So crusty, which is crusty.
It's something that if you haven't tried it, you should try it at least once. You love it. So now you're going to sprinkle with the
Gruyere
and cheddar and even a layer of both.
So a layer of both, so both of them to lay on the top. So both those are types of cheese, Gruyere and cheddar. So they are cheese. Okay, Adela, can you go?
Now you can put this in the freezer and wrap it really well and have it for parties. It's just like a real old-fashioned buffet.
Buffet. So what is a buffet? It is when you serve yourself. Buffet. All on the table, and then you go and take some. So you are not served, but it is a buffet. Serve yourself. So it is all there, advertised like in front of you.
Like a tail?
Cocktail. It's not a cocktail. It's a buffet. Usually, what might be a buffet? Breakfast in hotels. It is a buffet. So you go there and then you pick or you choose your own food. Or birthday parties. You have a buffet. Canteen. You have a buffet. You can choose from. That's good. Esther, yes, go on.
This is the breadcrumb topping, and make sure your oven is preheated to 375 degrees. So we're ready to get that right into the oven, and we're going to bake it in the oven until it's browned on top for about 45 to 60 minutes.
Good, Igli.
And here is our really beautiful bubbling macaroni and cheese. It's really important to let that just sit for 5 minutes or so. It's still piping hot.
Piping hot. Piping hot is very hot.
Piping hot, but it's not going to burn you. Take as much as you like. Now you don't have to do this, but my mother gave us a little dollop of ice called sour cream on top of our macaroni and cheese.
Okay, Angela, finish the recipe.
So
please.
I'm going to have it that way. I'm going to let you know how it tastes. Macaroni and cheese, 101, something that everyone is going to love. Pretty good with that sour cream.
With that sour cream. Okay, so you have filled the imperative correctly. So in the empty gaps. That's good. Okay, now I want you to listen to a recipe now, and then I want you to count all the imperative verbs and tell me the number of the imperative verbs that you find out, okay? I go on?
Yes.
Okay.
Put 175 grams of self-raising flour, 125 grams of sugar, 125 grams of butter, and 1½ teaspoons of baking powder into a bowl. Take 2 lemons, grate the rind from the lemons, and add it to the flour. Break 2 eggs into the mixture. Add 3 tablespoons of milk. Beat the mixture with an electric mixer for 2 minutes. Pour the mixture into a baking tray. Bake the cake in the oven for about 20 minutes. Take the cake out of the oven and put it on a wire rack to cool. Squeeze the lemons and add about 50 grams of sugar to the juice. Put the juice into a pan and heat it until it boils. Prick the top of the cake with a fork. Pour the lemon juice over the cake. Serve the cake while it is still warm. I counted 18 imperative verbs. How many did you find?
Okay. How many did you find? 17. 15. 18? Yes? 18. Very good. So 18. Yes, they were 18. So maybe you didn't count the first one. Put. Did you count put? Did you count put? I don't know, 150.
Were repeated. For example, put was set to
It doesn't matter. So all the verbs you should have counted them.
Even add was repeated twice.
Okay, so 18. Good. 18 imperative. Yes. Okay, that's good. So as you can see in both recipes, so from that written recipe and then from one that you have listened to, so we use imperative verbs. Why? To give instructions. Okay, so now I want you to write down your own recipe. We're going to have a writing extension. But before you do that, I have prepared for you in the PowerPoint a grilled cheese sandwich. It's very easy, but just have a look and then make your own recipe. So think of a nice dish that you love it, and then you know the ingredients, and then you know everything the way how it is cooked. So can you think of a recipe right now? What is your favorite? Crepes. Okay, good. Pancakes or pancakes. What is that?
Crepes, we were thinking about crepes.
Another way of making crepes. So beans. You want to make beans? Okay, can you move on? Okay, so grilled cheese sandwich. How to make a grilled cheese sandwich. So what do you need? The ingredients. So you need bread, you need cheese, you need butter and frying pan. So if you know the grams, you can add the grams, but if you don't know, so just put them how they are, so just the ingredients without the measurements. Okay, then, what is the first thing that you should do? So spread, what is your spread? To put on the top. So yes, spread butter on one side of each piece of bread. Then put one piece of bread in the pan. In the pan batter side, what is that? In the pan to dry. Pan batter side down and put on the cheese. Not too much. Cover that with the other piece of bread batter side up. Cook on medium heat. Turn over when one side is brown, 2 or 3 minutes. When the other side is brown, leave the sandwich out with a spatula. What is a spatula? The spoon.
Different kind of spoon.
Specific one. Okay, good. Cut in half and eat it. Okay. Very delicious right now for lunch. Okay, so think of like you can group yourself. You can work in twos. So work in twos. Think of a recipe that you like, that you enjoy, that you know how to make it, or you have seen your mother at home, for example, that have done that, and then try the ingredients, write down the ingredients, and then the way, all the set of the instructions. So you should use what? The imperative. So to give instructions, use the imperative. Okay, yes. Dough. Or better. Better for pancakes? Better. You have that there. So better. Use the... Okay. Pardon. So excuse me. Donna. So use the words about cooking, the vocabulary that I've said, that I've given to you. So but the batter. So what is the batter? A mixture of flour, milk, etc. to make pancakes. So that's the batter. Who said dough? It is dough. It is for pizzas and bread. Yes. Yes. Do you need another piece of paper? I've got paper for you. Okay, you do have. Macaroni or pasta? What is that? Macaroni are small pastas. So you can have penne, you can have spaghetti, you can have, I don't know. It depends what you're cooking, just pasta. Okay. Bun, right? Bun. Okay, looks like an ice. Yes, a small piece.
You spread butter. Spread. Pen. Bowl. You need a bowl to mix all the ingredients. You mix into the bowl. Peppers. Double pea, yes. Double pea. You need you mix and work. Spatula. Better. You need a dough. This what you are making. Better. You need better, sugar, eggs, butter, and flour. And form a batter. On this right, you now. So you mix them to all the ingredients together to form a double lumpy batter. Yes. Tin. Bread and ice. In the medium. All the ingredients. So you can easily find all the ingredients. So it is simple. It's a simple and easy recipe. So all the ingredients are found easily. Are you done? So crepes? You've done crepes?
No, I have done pizza. Pizza is an Italian food. It's my favorite food. It is Italian, and it was I don't know. It was created in Italy. The poor people, poor Italian, made with a bread, put on it cheese and tomatoes, and that's how it was created pizzas at first. But while time was passing, it was added better and better. Yes, you will
make it tasty, more tasty.
You will need flour, sauce, salt, water, tomato sauce, salt, water, olives, bacon, pizza's cheese, and yeast. First, you add flour, water, salt, and yeast to create the dough. First, you add
add flour. So know what? Because it is directly addressed to the reader. So.
First, you add flour, salt, and water. Mix them in a bowl in order to make a dough. Let the dough stay for 2 hours, and then with a rolling stick, roll the dough and pour sauce on it.
Yes.
Cut the tomatoes in small pieces and add the grated cheese on it. Then put the olives and the bacon. To make it more tasty, add cinnamon. Put it in the oven and 200 degrees Celsius. It would be ready after 10 minutes.
Okay.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Yes.
I made the fried mushrooms with sauce.
Okay.
So we need 5 mushrooms, always fresh or canned mushrooms, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But if they are fresh, we have to wash them well and chop them in medium-sized slices. Then we have to prepare the sauce. We have to grate the cheese, tomatoes, peppers, and the seasoning with.
To grate or to grate them? To mix, to blend them.
Blend, yes.
Okay.
And season it with salt, herbs and cinnamon. Then we have to fry it with olive oil in a saucepan on medium heat for 10 minutes. And then add the chopped mushrooms and fry them for another 20 minutes. And serve the plate hot.
Okay, serve the plate hot. Yes, very good.
We've done potatoes.
You've done potatoes? Crepes or potatoes?
No, we let the other cook crepes.
So you didn't think of another recipe, just potatoes? Boiled potatoes? Or baked potatoes? Very, very difficult to make. So tell me. Okay.
Chop the potatoes and small
So what do you need? You need
potatoes and herbs.
And herbs as well. Okay.
We chop the potatoes and
So you wash them well. Wash them well. And then you peel them.
the potatoes. Then chop the potatoes in small pieces. Put them in a tin. This tin we have fat.
So you put oil, sprinkle oil on top maybe?
Then we put the potatoes in tin and put herbs on the top of potatoes. Then we put it in the oven for 30 minutes and we have delicious
potatoes. So baked potatoes, which are delicious actually. So you season them well with salt, pepper and herbs as well. Okay. What did you
want to make a cake?
Okay, delicious, yummy, okay.
Very simple, yes. So first we add 4 glasses of flour, and then 4 eggs, 3 cups of yogurt, 3 glasses of sugar, and 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and also grated lemon skin, and then we mix them together to form the butter, and pour it in a tin. And pour it in a tin, and bake it
Covered with melted butter, and then we put it to the oven on the tin and bake it in 250 degrees for 30 minutes.
For 30 minutes. And then at the end, it's ready and to serve. So eat. So have it with
Glass of milk.
with a glass of milk or with some tea or some coffee as well. Okay, very good.
So what did you prepare?
Chocolate biscuit.
Chocolate biscuit, divine. Very good. Okay.
We will need for this 300 gram butter, 400 gram flour, 200 grams black chocolate, 4 eggs, 150 grams sugar.
Okay.
Well, we put the butter, eggs, flour.
So put to the butter. Okay. Without the subject. So just put.
Put butter, eggs, flour and sugar in a bowl and mix them together to form a batter. Cut the chocolate into little pieces and mix it with the batter. Put it in the oven at 150 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Enjoy.
And enjoy, yes. Okay, very good. Yes,
It's bread with an eye.
So
I
saw
saw it on YouTube, but it was very interesting, and then I made it home. It was quite delicious, but I didn't try it. I'm allergic to eggs.
Oh,
But
sorry.
my father told me it was delicious.
Okay.
It is 1 slice of bread, an egg, butter and salt. We take small amount of butter and melt it in a pan. Then cut the bread in the middle with a glass, opening a hole in the center of it. We put the bread with the hole and the other bread that we cut in the pan, in the frying pan. Then we add egg in the hole of the bread that we opened. We add salt to the egg and then let it fry for about 3 minutes and turn it from the other side. There are people who don't turn it from the other side because they want it like a little, soft. But I turn it with really fast with a spatula because the egg shouldn't get out from the hole when it's put on. We let it fry for about 4 minutes.
You let it set. The egg. Okay, the yolk. What is the yellow thing on the egg? It is called the yolk. Set the yolk. Yes.
For about 3 minutes frying, and then it's made. We take it and put it in a plate, and then we can eat the round part that we cut off, or we can not eat it.
Okay. So we don't say 1 slide of bread, but 1 slice or 1 piece of bread. Slice. Okay. Yes.
We have pasta.
Okay. You have made pasta. Yes. Simple pasta.
Yeah,
Okay.
with sauce.
Good with sauce.
Because we use it a lot and also it's very delicious.
Very good.
The ingredients.
are spaghetti, water, salt, basil, tomato sauce, corn oil, and if we want, we can add grated cheese.
Okay, so the recipe is: firstly, we pour water in a deep saucepan and bring it to the boil. Then we add a tablespoon of salt. After that, we add the spaghetti and let it boil until they aren't hard anymore. Secondly,
So al dente, not
they are not al dente.
Okay, not al dente. So well boiled.
Yeah. Secondly, we prepare the sauce in a shallow saucepan. We pour the tomato sauce, then we add a teaspoon of salt and the basil. We let it boil for about 10 minutes. When the pasta is served, we can add the sauce prepared and grated cheese, or we simply add a little bit of corn oil on the top.
Okay.
Now the pasta is ready to be eaten, more delicious than ever.
Okay, very good. So the last group, so hamburger. Okay.
The ingredients are a bun,
Okay.
cheese, potatoes, tomato, meatballs, cucumber, ketchup, and mustard.
Okay. Okay.
So first we peel the
So first,
we
Overall, the lesson
peel the
went well.
potatoes. Okay, so it is
I
what?
think that
Imperative. Okay.
I'm happy with what was going on during the lesson. I hope that at the end of the lesson, students had the feeling that they learned something new about the imperative, about its use, and that they learned some new vocabulary, which would be useful for them later. So I think that the students were really helpful and they were participating well in the lesson.
Okay, good.
So I'm quite happy.
Alright, so I think
yes,
we're done.
I think
So
that
thank
was
you
a
for
good
coming.
lesson.
And yes, that's good. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.